Hey there, this is 8 Ball Brian, welcoming you to the channel. Today we're going to be riding the Skate Creek Road on the south side of Mt Rainier National Park, and it is a fun road to ride, but one you have to take care on because the Forest Service road maintenance budget is not what it used to be, and it can be quite easy to come around a corner and hit a pothole or a thick patch of gravel on a bike and go down. That being said, it's well worth the trip if you enjoy a little excitement. Sit back, enjoy. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and welcome. Let's get down to it. As you can see, it's dense forest around the road. Pretty remote. We're about 60 miles or so due south of Seattle, maybe a little southeast. And this road just connects two small rural communities with a small little ridge in the middle of them. Now this truck up here took me a second to realize he was backing up, and then I saw the road he was trying to turn on. So, but that had me wondering what was going on there for a moment. But this part of the Skate Creek Road is actually really well paved. It's a fun road to ride. I had to kill the volume because the wind noise was so atrocious that even turning it all the way down just really still made it irritating. So instead I'll just have to go and discuss what's going on as we ride through the forest on this beautiful sunny day. And from here, Mt Rainier National Park is to the left, up through the trees. If the trees weren't there, the mountain would just be dominating the skyline. But even the 14,000 foot tall mountain is kind of hard to see when you're that close to the dense forest. So it is a fun little cruise, but it takes about 20 minutes to make the whole trip, maybe a little more. And this video didn't even start at the beginning of the trip, so as you can see, the road's not bad at all, at least not in this section. And it actually takes quite a while before it starts getting to what I would even really be concerned with. As I said previously, the budget for road maintenance for the National Forest leaves a lot to be desired. Basically, they've got enough of a budget to throw some patches down of asphalt, maybe pave a little stretch here and there, but usually it's just fill a pothole with gravel and move on. So there's some spots here on the road where the frost heaves actually have caused ripples in the road that have an inch or two of height difference. So you get to learn where those bad spots in the road are, and you slow down and maintain a better speed and just enjoy yourself and have fun as you ride. Let's just take a moment and just enjoy the scenery as we wend through the forest here for a minute or two. Yeah, coming up on some of the bumpy spots up ahead here. I think I've even got a swing slightly over. Yeah, there we go. Swing slightly over the center line to avoid some of the worst of some of the frost heaves. It can be a little strange feeling when the road suddenly falls off an inch or two and beyond the pavement is minimal shoulder, and then you're looking down a 30 to 40 foot embankment into a creek bed. So there are a lot of people who don't like this road. I tend to like it. However, I like to go down and, like I say, be aware of what my surroundings are, keep on my toes, but it's still a fun road to ride. It's not like I go that fast down it, usually running 35, 40, maybe 45 miles an hour. In these rougher stretches, get up around 50, 55 on the straighter, smoother, better sections. But it still makes, from my home here in Morton, to ride to the start of Skate Creek, ride the whole trip into Packwood, and then come home makes a nice 100-mile loop. So it makes for a nice day or a nice afternoon ride and can be really enjoyable. So it's worth the trip, especially out here in the country. It does amaze me sometimes how some of the folks from city area only hour or so away really hate coming out this road, will actually take the long route just because they don't want to deal with bumps and whatnot. But this is actually better than some of the other Forest Service roads out here that, sad to say, are even passing through far more spectacular country. But due to the maintenance budget for the road system, they just have totally fallen into disrepair. And I have literally snapped a shock absorber mounting bolt in half by hitting a pothole that was in the shadows that I didn't see. So even roads like that, I'll ride just with extreme caution. But Skate Creek Road, not that bad. As you can see, you've been hitting a few bumps and bouncing around a little bit, but it's still something you can enjoy. I do wish, though, that the microphone had been able to go and counter for most of that wind noise. Any louder than it is just sounds atrocious, but you can't hear the bike, and that's half the fun of riding this road, is to be able to hear your own motorcycle. So we're actually coming down now. We've come up over the little crest of the ridge, and we're dropping down onto the Packwood side. Still have a few more miles to go, but it's getting there. We're getting down into that Tatoosh wilderness area, or getting close to it. And if you don't mind a little bump here and there, as you can see. This is a fun road to ride. Plenty, as you can see by all the vehicles parked alongside the roads, plenty of places to stop and fish and set up camp and enjoy yourself for a day or two. Now, as you can see, now the creek is on the left side. The bank down to the creek bed isn't quite as steep as it was when the road was really rough, but and the fact it's over on the left hand side keeps it out of your perspective and away from the thoughts of popping over, but that'll change here momentarily because we're going to be sliding back across the creek here in a moment or two. There are some really nice fish growing up in there. This area here's got some decent sized camp spots, big enough you could actually almost put a small RV in, and it's right alongside the river. But I tend to usually either go up on the bike and go fishing, and here's the bridge I was talking about before, or just ride right on through. As I say, there's plenty of places to ride around here, and this is one of the funner, less trafficked roads, which is part of the reason I like it as well. I enjoy getting out in the woods and away from every rider and their brother, all coming out for the weekend to hit the fun, fast, curvy roads. And there are a few of those real close at hand as well, but I'll stay on Skate Creek Road a couple, 3 times a summer. Right here is one of the best spots to go camping, right there. Huge spot right on the river. Or right on the creek, rather. And from about here on, the pavement does, excuse me, the pavement does seem to get a little bit better. And the speed does tend to go up a little bit, so it's still a little bumpy, but it's not at all bad. I may have to break down and get a GoPro and mount it on the bike now, because be a little bit more rigid than the wife holding the camera on the back as we go down the road. Yeah, you can probably still hear some of the rasp of the wind noise on the microphone. And this is at minimum volume too, so you can imagine what it was like at a normal setting. Well, we are heading in, getting closer and closer to the little town of Packwood. Only a few more minutes before we get there, so. This is the bike that was following us behind us. And we're pretty much into the cruise portion of the road now. Still making a decent time. Enjoying the twists and the turns as they come along. And just easing around these nice little sweepers. A few more slightly tighter corners coming up, but as you can see, they're not bad at all. And in between the sweepers, the straightaways are growing gradually longer and longer, so as you can tell, we're picking up some speed, probably doing 45, 50 in through here. Just enjoying it. Nice little ride in the sunshine, letting the cool, warm air in the shade compensate for the heat and the direct sunshine. This forest is a fairly young one too. It's probably third, fourth growth. This area has been getting logged for well over 100 years, so it's wouldn't doubt one bit this isn't the third stand of trees that are grown in the same spot. There is some old growth in the area, but all this down in through here has all been logged and replanted multiple times. Yeah, as you can see, we got straightaways are getting a lot longer, with corners becoming more and more gradual. With a little more of a turn coming up right there. And just down below here is back into the woods still a little bit. On the left hand side is a small housing development. But it's still out in the country. Good hour and a half or more from nearest major city of Tacoma. I ain't having to slow down. Just past this 35-mile-an-hour speed limit sign, so you know we're coming into the more residential area. Coming into the outskirts of Packwood. And with that, pretty well brings this ride to a close. We've got just a few more seconds of video and cut the film off just before we roll into town. So I hope you enjoyed the ride. Skate Creek Road, Forest Road 52. Give it a try sometime. Click that like button if you like it. Please go ahead and subscribe, and I hope to catch you on the road sometime.